Yeah, welcome in everyone. Competing late in the high school football postseason. This is what you do it for if you're a player or a coach gunning for a state championship. And considering this season almost didn't even happen, it makes it even more sweeter for the communities of our local teams with something to play for. Let's get right to it. Churchland at Lake Taylor tonight. Lake Taylor, check it out. In the black, the reigning Class 4 and region champions, state champions, but it was Churchland that strikes first. Romero Hines going to keep it right there, takes a hit into the end zone. He goes. Truckers up 6-0. Churchland back on offense, but trailing 7-6. Here comes Lake Taylor. The ball is on the ground. Fumble picked up by Darius Spate. Titans recover, and they would capitalize. How about Jeffrey Foster? Lake Taylor's senior quarterback, a sensational game. Read option, cuts to the outside, put the Titans up 14-6 on an 8-yard run. One thing about Foster, though, he's a dual threat. Kid can sling it, too. How about that? 28 yards to a wide-open Kamari Hunter for the score. Hunter was all over the field tonight. 21-6 Lake Taylor. And then more offense for the Titans. Foster nearly takes out our cameraman, Brian Parsons, on the 5-yard score. Brian kind of hung in there. Foster with 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air. Fourth quarter, Churchland trying to make things happen. Truckers for the big play, but Pierre Royster all over it. Comes up with the INT. Another turnover for Churchland as Lake Taylor gets the 28-18 win. Another 4A region crown for the Titans, who now move on to the state semifinals next week against King George. All right, up in Williamsburg tonight, we had a battle of the unbeatens. Phoebus played 4 games in this shortened season, won all of them, while Lafayette won all 6 of its games. This one at Wanner Stadium, the Rams entering the field on a mission. Phoebus on the other side in white, looking to move on. Let's go to the first quarter. This long drive right here, and that option offense chews up a lot of clock, capped by the QB sneak, Luke Hansen, 7-0. After the PAT. Next drive, Rams back in the red zone. They're getting tricky, though. Hansen, the pitch to Sam Boyer. He's not running it throw. He throws it to Donald Gatling. He's open for the score, 14-0, just like that. Rams with all the momentum. Go to the second quarter now, deep in Phantom territory. This is a pitch to Miguel Reed. Number 5, going to punch it in, made it 21-0. Phantoms take over on offense, but they struggled in the first half. Trying to run play here. Loyal Gresham for the Rams. Big time strip. Number 9, you just saw it right there. Mike Green, he's going to recover it and show the sideline because his guys are pumped up. And that set up this. Watch this punishing run by Reed. Boom. Trucks the defender right there. You heard the pads pop on that one. Couple plays later, Hansen, QB sneak again. This one made it 29-0. Phoebus made a valiant comeback effort in the second half, but the Rams come out with the 29-18 win to advance. In the Class 2 region final, how about the Poquoson Islanders? They win it and move on to the state semis after defeating Amelia County 49-12. Poquoson hasn't won a state title since 2011. All right, 2 playoff region final games will be played tomorrow. For a look ahead to those games, here's Brian Parsons.
2 big games on tap tomorrow to decide region championships at Virginia's 2 highest levels. In the Class 6A region championship, a battle of undefeated teams as Oscar Smith takes on Thomasdale from Chesterfield County. The Tigers have rolled their way to region titles over the decade, but they've lost in the state championship game the past 2 seasons and haven't won a state title since 2011. But this year's Oscar Smith team has been dominant. It has outscored its opponents by a margin of 332-6. Division I prospects like Ethan Vasco, Tyvon Norfleet, Kevon King, and Cole Jones, to name a few, have led Oscar Smith to perhaps its most dominant team yet. Kickoff 2 o'clock at Oscar Smith. In the Class 5A region title game, the Maury Commodores will try for the Region 3-peat when they take on Deep Creek. The Commodores are the reigning Class 5 state champions, while Deep Creek has surprised some people with its push to the region title game. The last time the Hornets played for a region title, 20 years ago. Maury has 1 loss on the season, a setback against Lake Taylor, while Deep Creek's lone loss was against Oscar Smith. While the Commodores are used to being on the big stage, this is new territory for the Hornets.
Man, this is the first time we've been in the regionals final since 2001. These kids weren't even born yet. I was a sophomore in high school. And so to have a regional playoff game, to be at home for first time ever, that's big for us. It's amazing right now.
Maury against Deep Creek for the 5A region crown. Kickoff 2 o'clock at Deep Creek Middle School. Brian Parsons for the Sport Track.